Hey, greetings, y'all. Welcome to Hobbit Therapy. I am Tony Del Toso, the Tolkien Counselor. I will be your story-like guide to the knowledge and wisdom of Middle-earth. That's right, here at Hobbit Therapy, we take the works of J.R.R. Tolkien and apply all of the great insights and life lessons that he has shared with us through the eyes of hobbits only 3 feet off the ground, and take all of that knowledge and wisdom and apply it to situations and problems, answer questions about our world. Tolkien often said that his world, his Middle Earth, his Arda, the world in which his stories take place, is actually our world, just in a different, maybe imaginary time. And so it's completely applicable, another word that Tolkien would use himself, it's completely applicable to take what we can learn from his world, the world of hobbits and elves and dwarves and dragons, and apply that to solving problems in our own world. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's see, our first question today is going to come from, let me see if I can get to it. There we go. All right. At the Tolkien Counselor email account officially, our first question says, so what is up with the psychopatry? Well, that is a good question. So psychopatry is a term that may or may not have been made up by yours truly or someone else. But psychology's got a lot of weird sounding words like psychopathology and vernacular and licensed mental health counselor. All of these could be completely made up words, or they might be something. The origin of the word psychopatry is actually twofold. So first you have psych, which sort of sounds like psychology or psychopath or schizophrenic or whatever you might have you. And then you've got the word hobbit in there somewhere, and you've got something that kind of sounds like psychiatry. But really, there is a term that Tolkien himself coined called hobbitry. Hobbitry is what Tolkien used to refer to the dialogue amongst the hobbits that he was writing when he was writing Fellowship of the Rings. And his publisher was kind of like, hey, Ronald, do you think you could maybe chill on the Hobbit talk there? And he was like, but I like hobbitry. He liked the back and forth, the dialogue, the what's the word they use? The banter, right? Hobbit banter. That's what hobbitry is. So we are going to do some hobbit banter here about psychology, for lack of a better term. All right, that was a really great question. Let's see what other questions we got here at the official Tolkien Counselor email account. All right. Ooh, what's this one? Hey, TC, which is short for Tolkien Counselor. Why don't you rock the wizard hat when you're answering questions? That's a good point. Maybe I should rock a wizard's hat. What do you guys think? Can you picture me in got a little Sorcerer's Apprentice action going on? Or wizard's hat? Maybe it'd be more like the sorting hat from Harry Potter. I don't know. If you got an idea, you can send it in. I'll tell you how to do that here in just a minute. I think we got time for one more question, though. Let's see what we got here. All right. Oh, this looks like a good one. It's got my mom in the subject heading. Okay. It says, Dear Mr. TC, my mother is ruining my life. Ooh. She's always up in my business about everything I do, and I can't stand it. She has my whole life planned out, and she can't stand it if I do one little thing different from what she has planned. I mean, I love my mom, but I'm 16 years old. How do I get her to see me as a grown-up? Any Hobbit advice? Shirley Lou. Well, all right, Shirley. I think this is a great question, and one that is perfectly explained in the works of J.R.R. Tolkien. If you recall, in the Fellowship of the Ring, Bilbo and Frodo, oh yeah, spoiler alert, Bilbo and Frodo have their birthday parties. Frodo is 33 years old and he's having his coming of age. Ah, hobbits come of age at 33 years old because, as far as hobbits are concerned, what is that? Yeah, so the truth is, Shirley, you say you love your mother. Well, your mother loves you too, but people aren't any different than hobbits. Usually takes about 10 years of adulting before we actually know what we're doing. And parents know that because they did the same thing once. So the reality is, it's just going to come with time, and know that your mother does love you, and you do got another 16, 17 more years of this, but you can do it. 33, good age when it all comes together for you. Your mother will be off your back. Just give it time, stay patient, and realize you've got a lot of learning to do, just like your mom does. All right. So, any other questions that you have? Let me show you how you can send them to me. You can do it one of like two and a half ways. First off, as you can see right here, you can send them to Tolkien Counselor at gmail.com. So, got the nice little Tolkien Counselor logo right here. And if you're not a big fan of email or you don't want to have to use your email, we've got you covered here too, because you can go right here to the Hobbit Therapy website and come right up here to the top. And if you want, just go to questions and it'll suck you right down here to the bottom of the page. And bam, go ahead. You can enter in an email, you can put in a fake email, you can put in a name, you can put in a fake name, and submit your question, and that will take you lickety split right to the Tolkien Counselor email right there, tolkiencounselor at gmail.com right there. And if you like to try and do it through social media, well, bam, you can hit up me, Tony Del Toso, on Twitter. So at Tony Del Toso, right there. See, there is TD, Tony Del Toso, the TC, Tolkien Counselor, TTP1, the Think Tank Panel of One, and LMHC, which means I'm a licensed mental health counselor. Hey, who knew? All right. So, everybody, once again, need questions, right? Because that's what really drives the whole show. It can be questions about anything, right? Could be about relationships, could be about doing the dishes, could be about walking your dog, could be about raising your kids, could be about going to school, could be scientific questions. Doesn't really matter. The answers have already been written by J.R.R. Tolkien in one of his many works. Ask the question, I will find the answer, I will present it to you. All right, that's about it for today. Look to see you again soon right here on the Hobbit Therapy Tolkien Counselor podcast.